Sab Tera Bol Do Na Zara from Azhar. His story was a very special project for me. It is where I broke out as an adult playback singer. And till then I was singing songs and people were listening to me, but they were not very sure that whether I would be able to play back for a big voice, or for people, for elder people on screen or whatever. So Bhushan Kumarji, who's the head of T Series, he just threw this thing at me and said, there's one song which we're recreating, Tumhe Apna Banane Ka, and he obviously gave Amal to do the recreation. And at that point of time, I had just sung the scratch version, not knowing that whether this will go in my voice finally or no. So I sang it, and his brief for me was that, I know you're 20, but you have to imagine that you're older, and this is the scene and this is what's happening. You need to put the passion, you need to get that oomph in your voice, and get a little bit of that bass in your voice, that is required for the song. So I had to change the way I was singing. So I had to, modulate my voice in such a way that it sounds passionate on screen. So I think that worked really well for me, and no one really knew that this was me singing. And it was the same Arman who had done songs like Bum Bum Bole and Mere Buddy singing a song like this suddenly. Baghi Abhi Sab Tera from Baghi and Bol Do Na Zara from Azhar. These two songs are composed by Amal. The lyrics are written by various songwriters, and har ek feel pe depend hota hai. And Sab Tera was written by Sanjeev Chaturvedi, yeah. So he's a new writer, and he came out with beautiful simple lyrics, and we went ahead with him. The other song, Bol Do Na Zara, is written by Rashmi Virag, and उन्होंने काफ़ी गाने लिखे, मुस्कुराने की वजह लिखा है, फिर मैं रहूं या ना रहूं मेरा एक सिंगल था इमरान हाशमी के लिए, सो दैट ऑल्सो ही इज रिटन. एंड जो टीम था मैं रहूं या ना रहूं का, वो वापस इस अजहर वाले गाने में आए. दैट इज इमरान हाशमी इज ऑन स्क्रीन, आई एम द वॉइस फॉर इमरान, Amal has composed it, and Rashmi sir has written the lyrics. There are many cases in the industry where as you know, Arijit Singh is a very big popular singer, and there are many instances where always people want him to sing these kind of songs, and I'm more on the trial basis whether I'll sing it and whether they'll really like it and they'll use it. But as far as my track record is gone, whenever I've sung a scratch version of a song, like that is the rough version for the other singer to sing on, touch wood, my version always goes on to become the final version. And I feel if you sing it well and you sing it with truth and honesty, no one can snatch a song from you. And there's an instance of this as well. Early on in my career, when I was 12 years old, I had sung one song, Mere Buddy from Bhootnath. And that I read in the newspaper one day that it was replaced by another singer. And I read it in the newspaper. So my mom, brought it out to me and said, this is what's happened. I said, how can that happen? At that point of time, I didn't know these things happen. And I told my mom, मैंने इतना अच्छा गाया था, but फिर भी replace क्यों किया? So she said, these are politics. It happens. You have to accept it and go forward. And at that age, I learned to accept that such things happen. However, when I went on the TV and the promotions of the song started, I said, no, that's my voice. I don't think that's the other guy's voice. So I called up Vishal Shekhar and asked them, is this my voice that you've used? And Vishal told me that, yeah, it's your voice, because at the end, when we were giving the mixes and the masters for the final film, we in our hearts knew that you had sung the best. So we retained your voice. So I always know that talent supersedes anything in the industry, or any norm that people follow, that we want to do it in this way only, and this is what works in the industry supposedly, and this is what is hot in the industry right now. I don't think any of that works. If something suits the song and something clicks, it just happens. My mom pampers me a lot, and my dad is my biggest critic. तो मेरे पापा मुझे कभी भी compliments इतनी easily नहीं देते, and he always makes me feel that I have a lot to learn, and that's what keeps me driving. कभी-कभी क्या हो जाता है कि when you're doing well, there are many chances when you think that you're invincible and you can't, no one can beat you, and those are those times when you need to start thinking that no, there are a million other people who are as talented as you, and if they were in your place, they would have taken that forward and gone ahead. So my dad explains this to me every day, and मुझे लगता है कि उस वजह से I'm I'm very level-headed and I just focus on my singing. So I want to thank my dad for that. And my mom is, she used to be very strict before, but now she's pampering me all the way. And I'm more of mama's boy. I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure it's the blessings of my dada, Shri Sardar Malik. He was a very prolific composer of the 60s, and उन्होंने काफ़ी काम किया था उस टाइम पे, but he never got his recognition and his due. And the same happened with my dad as well. So me and Amal have always lived through a lot of failures in our house, and we've seen that we've seen that struggle and that failure. So it was the drive in us that made us do the work that we're doing right now. And मुझे लगता है कि if you do the work with your true passion and you want to do it with your 100%, it always shows results. So when I got the award, obviously I was really excited, and I could not believe it. First of all, getting one award is a big achievement in itself. But this year I got multiple awards. I got I got the Filmfare, I got Stardust, Big Star, Mirchi, Jima, and recently I just got the Dada Saheb Phalke Award, which is supposed to be one of the most prestigious awards in cinema. So it's so surreal. I cannot gather what's happened. So I'm just taking this as an incentive to work harder and और अच्छे गाने बनाते जाऊं और अच्छा गाना गाते जाऊं. So that's my main focus. There are two gurus which are very instrumental in making me the singer I am today. एक थी Rita Kaul, Srimati Rita Kaul, and I started learning Indian classical and light classical at the age of 7 properly. And she was the first teacher to actually identify that I had a playback voice. She told me that जो grains है आपके voice में, that will be really awesome on screen. It will really sound good on an actor. And she trained me towards playback singing and the practice that I need to do to become a playback singer. So Rita ji has been really instrumental in making me the singer that I am today. And to take my voice a notch higher, I learned even more entrenched Indian classical with Qadir Ghulam Mustafa Khan, who's the son of Ustad Ghulam Mustafa Khan sir. And it is the gharana and the house where Sonu Nigam has learned, Shan has learned, Lata Didi has also learned a few lessons from Ustad ji. So that whole environment, learning about the gharanas, learning about the classical music of our country, and learning the intricate murkis and the harkats that we do in our singing. I got a lot to learn from Qadir sir as well. So both these teachers have been super helpful for me, and they've supported me all throughout. मेरा बचपन से ही I've always idolized Sonu Nigam, and recently मैंने एक interview पढ़ा था सोनू जी का where he said, someone asked him कि आपके favorite singers कौन है, and out of the new lot, and he said Arman Malik. And that just made me crazy, because I woke up in the morning, I took the newspaper and I read that interview, and I was berserk. I called Sonu ji up and I said, this is the sweetest thing that and it's the best gift that I can receive, because my dream was always to become like Sonu Nigam. When I was 6 and 7, I used to listen to his songs, and his album Deewana was his huge album back in the day. And I used to listen to those songs and say that this is one voice that I love and I adore, and I want to be as big a singer as Sonu Nigam. And getting a compliment saying that he considers me one of the best playback singers in the game today, so I think that's my biggest award out of all the awards. I love a lot of Michael Bublé's music. Michael Bublé, there's Chris Brown, and Frank Sinatra. So I like these classic voices who have a lot of good baritone and a good vibe to their voice. And from the newer lot, I really love Bruno Mars and Justin Bieber, and these artists are really cool, and I love their voices and the way that they songwrite. It's something that I would do, so I connect with them. And I love singing in English as well. So this is one new talent that you found out. We come from a family that have been responsible to create a lot of melodic tracks, and tracks that people remember till now. And a few examples of that are Thoda Sa Pyar Hua Hai Thoda Hai Baki by my dad, and million songs by Anu Taya, Tere Dar Par Sanam Chale Aaye, and the list goes on. So, kind to live up to that musical legacy and take forward that baton and make music that people remember for years together was a challenge. And I think somewhere we have produced some songs that could prove timeless. And I feel one of those gems are Main Rahun Ya Na Rahun. And that song has something about it that every age group, be it a dada, dadi, or or a child, or a mother, or a sister, everyone can relate to that song. And that is one song that I feel, along with a few other melodies like Main Hu Hero Tera and Bol Do Na Zara, which is recently released from Azhar. There's a certain level of shairi, a certain poetry that has come out in the songs that people will relate to, and also not feel these were just songs that were just made for films, but these are songs made for life, and that will carry on for years to come. So we strive to do such music and sing such songs, and we continue to do so. We hope to do so. I love Thoda Sa Pyar Hua Hai Thoda Hai Baki, and it's my favorite from him.